Morning YouTube, and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to try to highlight my random PSM fault that I experience. I am still getting it occasionally, despite the amount of things that have been addressed, cleaned, replaced, etc. It's still occurring, and I'm trying now to narrow it down to certain times and moments when it occurs. I have a pretty good idea, so I'm going to find a clear stretch of road and hopefully run a few tests up and down it at certain speeds, certain gears, certain revs where I think it occurs, and see if I can make it happen today rather than it just happen randomly. So that's the plan, because it does drive me nuts. It doesn't happen all the time, but yesterday I was out and about and it must have happened about 4 times. Again, I was sitting in traffic. That's when it normally arrives. It normally raises its ugly head when I'm doing sort of like 30 mile an hour consistently, 35, second and third gear. Generally when I treat it nicely, I get the PSM fault. Never had it at any high speeds, never had it on a motorway, never had it over 50 miles an hour. So that's the plan, to try and look into it and see if I can make it happen today. Okay, here we are at my chosen test site. I've tried to get the camera in the best position that I possibly can so that I can see it come up and have a recording of it, and you can see it as well as we can too. Going to aim to go for 30 miles an hour and around 22 revs, just to see and try and maintain that speed. There's a few cars about here this morning, which is a bit of a shame, but it's a dual carriageway, as quiet as it is, so I should be able to do it, and we'll just see how it performs. And if that camera's rattling around, I do apologise. Go 30 mile an hour, .34 mile an hour. I'm just going to maintain this speed. This is when I seem to get the biggest occurrence of it, when basically I maintain a speed for a reasonable period of time. And no sign of it there. Right, here we go again. Everyone wants to race me. I've got a Mercedes up my backside, but I'm not having it. Right, so I'm into fourth now at 35, 36 miles an hour at 2000 RPM. Literally might not be a long enough run. Going to try it. I've sometimes thought that it might have something to do with the steering wheel sensor, and that the fault occurs when there's very little movement on the steering wheel for a reasonable period of time. Still in third. This road's really bumpy. Not helping me at all. got to find a better camera position. That's without a doubt. There you go. There's the PSM fault. It's bounced up. Third gear, about 2000. And there it is. And squeaky brakes to go with it. Okay, let's have another go. I'm going to try and hold the camera this time. I might not use the first piece purely and simply because, well, it was jumping around all over the place. It'd send me round the twist trying to watch that. Right, let's try the trick again and see what happens. Third gear. I keep it at about 222. Many cars about this morning. I must admit, I'm still none the wiser as to what it might be, other than that I seem to be able to make it happen at a given time. There it goes again. Now the one thing it doesn't, the one thing I could also eliminate is that if I go at speed or anything over that, like if I try it at 45 miles an hour, let's say, or even 40 to be fair, it won't do it then either. But let's reset it and we'll have another go at a better speed. I've just had a couple of goes at it at 45 up and down my little strip. No PSM fault there. I'm going to do it again on camera at 45. Anything above the 35 mark, it doesn't seem to have any effect. There's no faults come up. I'm wondering whether whatever sensor it is that's playing up doesn't function after 30 miles an hour, or something like that. If you get my drift, what I'm saying is whatever that, these sensors might be more predominant at lower speeds in looking for faults, and once you go over a certain speed, it's possible that they no longer function in the same way, in which case the car performs okay. Like I say, it makes no difference to the car. It runs normally. You can drive around with it like that all day without resetting it, other than you've got an irritating triangle with a little arrow around it, and the PSM fault comes up. So I'm going to try it again, and we'll see how we go. Okay, first of all, I'm going to go for the 30 sketch again, see what happens. And I've just realised you're looking at me and not the screen. That's better. Third gear. Gonna keep it at the 30 mark. Or 31. So this will be the third time if I can make it happen. Should happen about now. Not this time. Right, I'm just going to spin round and go back in the same fashion. I'm just going to drop the camera a bit because I don't want to. A lot of cars about now. far too many for my liking. Oh, it's so annoying every time something like an Audi or a BMW or a Mercedes creeps up behind you. It's like, why are you going 30 miles an hour? I want to race. But still, I'm going too fast now. Still in third gear. Hasn't happened on this leg. I'm going to try one more time. Even the Audi's double backed, so don't know why. There he goes, look. I want to race! I want to race! I can beat you! I don't care. This is throwing my theory out the window a little bit. I can't get it to do it again. Do a double back. I'm not keeping the speed very stable either, which probably isn't helping. There's so much going on around me, I'm sort of struggling to concentrate on the actual speed limit that I'm trying to achieve, but still, I'll try one more time. I'd say I don't quite know. I'm going to put it in fourth. This is definitely where it's played up before. It's not having it now. Last attempt. Just to see. As I say, I've never had it occur at high speeds or anything like that. It's purely if I'm creeping in traffic or stationary, it never happens. So it's got to be something that's motion orientated. It's a tricky one. I am amazed that I'm not able to make it happen again. Now I'm in fourth this time. Determined one day to get to the bottom of this. You know, this vehicle's had it's had a new battery, it's had all the positives and negatives checked and cleaned up and replaced where required. I'm just going to stay in third this time. Keep it at 2. Sensors and that have been cleaned up and replaced. It's not ABS related, obviously. The steering wheel sensor I have tried to calibrate a number of times but failed. It's come up unsuccessful. Now this is the 30 mile an hour, bang on, no steering wheel movement. There you go. Okay, I think we can agree that it's, I'm going to try and reset it while I'm driving. And that's all I do, flick the key and the job is done. Okay, so we're going to do it again. It must be Porsche day. There's another nice little Porsche there. Look if I can catch up with it. Targa. Look at that. Out for a Sunday morning drive. Right, I've reset and I'm sticking at 30 miles an hour. In my third. Try not to move my pedal. See, the other thing, it could be my throttle body. You know, it might be the throttle body losing communication with the pedal. I might go down, I'm tempted to go down the throttle body route, I must admit. Steering wheel sensor and throttle body are kind of on my list. There it goes again. So it's definitely got something to do with that. Okay, so I'm going to base it on 30 miles an hour, third gear, consistent, very little steering wheel movement. I managed to get it up twice in a short concession, whatever. So that's where I'm at with it. So I know that's what it is. I'm going to do a little run at, I don't think there's any point in doing a run at say 45 because I know that it doesn't happen above those speeds. And also if I drive the car a bit sporty, shall we say, never happens, you know, at 30 mile an hour. But again, if your speed is changing and you're changing angles on the wheel, all those kind of things seem to prevent it from occurring. So I think that's what I'm going to go with for now, and say that my fault lies somewhere either in the steering wheel. I wondered whether keeping the accelerator pedal at a certain position, like i.e. 30 miles an hour, no movement at all, is there a communication issue between the two? Is one dropping out, either the throttle body or the pedal? Although I have changed it for a used part, but the likelihood of them both being faulty is very slim. And I've spoke to a couple of Porsche workshops and they've never heard of the throttle, the actual accelerator pedal becoming an issue. So that's where we're at with that. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board and see how I can best remedy it. Maybe have a look at the steering wheel sensor to see if it wants cleaning or there's any wear on it, etc. Quite an awkward one to get at, I believe. But if you have any thoughts or you coming up with the same sort of issue that I am, love to hear from you. Maybe we can exchange notes and try and get to the bottom of it. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day, Porsche fans. Enjoy the weather while it lasts, because next week's going to be pretty pants. And hope to catch up with you soon. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you can. Sorry about the BMW footage, but change is as good as the rest. And it is German. And coming up still, we have got in August, we were talking about it yesterday, our trip to the Nürburgring, and we're planning our journey. We're just waiting for the go ahead so that we can arrange something in terms of government rules with the COVID and travel, etc. But it's happening. We're all tooled up, geared up, ready to go. Can't wait for that. So we'll be taking the drone with us and showing you a lot of footage and making a right meal of it. So catch up with you soon. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, I just had a thought. If you've been following Line of Duty like I have every single week, couldn't wait for the next episode. Last night I was so disappointed in the finish, in the final bit. I really expected so much more and a more of a gripping result to the series. How do you feel? I feel let down, very sad and empty inside. But for now, gotta go. Bye.